Hey guys, it's Maymay, and I'm going to try something today that may or may not work. I'm going to try doing a one-take video. I think this will be fun. I want to make a card. I know what products I want to use, and I'm going to do it in one take. So I'm not going to edit anything except I am at my office. So if someone walks in to talk to me, I will edit that out. If I sneeze or cough, I will edit that out. Or if something takes an extended period of time, like if I have to go get something, not if I'm fussy cutting or something like that, but if I have to go get something from the other room, I'm going to edit those things out. But other than that, I want you to kind of see the whole process. Somebody mentioned the other day wanting to see bloopers, and I thought, my bloopers aren't really traditional bloopers. They're kind of different. And I thought this might be a fun thing. So we're going to call it a one-take craft. Kind of like what you would do in your own craft room where you would just sit down and get started. So I've picked some products that I know I want to use. I'm just going to have them close. And the only real thing I'm going to tell myself I have to do is I want to use this stamp and die set and this card base. And I picked these papers because I love them. So let's go. Enough talking. We're probably going to do a lot of that. And listen, this is probably not going to be a video for those of you who like really quick tutorial videos. And that's okay. This is just a fun, let's see what we can come up with video. So I want to use Thankful. I already knew that. And I think I'm going to go ahead and decide. Something I like to do whenever I'm making cards is if I'm not making a card for someone in particular, I like to make one that is pretty generic that I can use anytime. Because sometimes I just want to sit down and make a card even though I really don't have someone to make one for in particular. So I'm going to do I am thankful for you. I cannot imagine there won't be a time when I can send that card. So I think that's the sentiments on here I'm going to use. And I may use something else, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to use thankful today by itself. All right, so this is going to be my card base. I'm going to go ahead and prep it. I already know what I need to do to it, so I'm just going to score it in half and put it aside. I don't always do that, but if there's something I know I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and get that done. So I'm just going to score this at 5.5. This is an A2 size card, by the way. That's usually my standard. And this is one of those places where if you have pre-made card bases, this is the kind of thing you just sit down and start creating and see where it goes. Let's find some paper to stamp our thankful word on. And I could use a solid paper if I wanted to, or I could use, let's see what I got. So, oh, you know what? Let's look in that little paper pack and see if there's something I could use that'd be so cute. Let's see. Ooh, I love this orange. You know I'm a big fan of orange. Let's see what else there might be. That yellow, though. Ooh, let's do it. That's different for me. I wouldn't normally do that. And here's exactly what I do when I'm making a card. I don't want to take this whole sheet out because I don't need the whole sheet. I'm just going to take out what I need for the die and the word to fit. So I'm going to get my die off of my packaging here. And let me double check and make sure that is the right one. So here's my word thankful. And I'm going to lay this over it. Yes, that is the thankful die. Okay. So all I really need to do is make sure I have enough for this. So I'm just going to cut myself about that much. That way, all of this can stay here, so if I need it later, I've got it. I just like to do it that way. Okay, let's stamp thankful. We know we're starting there. So I'm going to get my little stamp block out. I think I'm going to use this press today. And this stamp is not very sticky. I need to wash it. We have used it a lot, and it's got a lot of lint. You can see a lot of lint on the back. So I'm going to hope it will pick up. Let's just see. If you ever have that problem, you just need to wash them with a little soap and water and let them air dry, and you will be fine. Now the question is, do I want to use black or do I want to use acorn? This is nocturne, and this is acorn. I really don't want to go black on this card. I think I'm going to do this one. I want to use kind of the fall color, so let's see what happens. It's a one take, so we'll just see what happens with it. This stamp is so dirty, I really do need to clean it. But hey, it's a one-taker. I also saw that I missed some ink up there. So I want to be super careful, make sure I get that everywhere. Close this guy down. All right, let's bring this over and stamp it down. Now I'm using the press. That helps because I can kind of put it where I want it before I press it down. And then I'm going to make sure that I hold this here long enough to let the ink transfer, and I'm also putting nice even pressure everywhere. I'm not just pressing in the middle, and I'm not just pressing on the sides. I'm really pressing. So there it is. Thankful. How pretty is that? I love it. Okay, I'm going to put that aside, and now let's go ahead and die cut it. We know that's what we want to do, or at least I do. So let me get my machine here. Using my Cuttlebug. So here's a true one take. I got to find my plates. They're somewhere over here on this desk. Oh my gosh, how lucky am I? They were right here. Okay, so here is the A plate. Let's get my magnetic plate. This never happens. I usually have to hunt for these everywhere. Then a B plate. All right, I am using the magnetic plate because that'll help hold my die in place. I'm going to bring this over to the side a little bit because my plate is very warped in the middle. So I think that'll help me get a good cut. Then I'm going to lay this down. I think this is the first time I've used one of my own dies on camera. I really do think so. I don't think I've used one. Yeah, I've shown them. That magnet is messing with me. It's moving my little die around. So that's pretty close, but I'm being real specific. Let me get some tape. That's weird to me how that magnet, it may just be the way I have it sitting on my, going this way instead of that way, but I'm going to tape it down. No shame in my game. I don't mind using a little tape. Oh, let me clean that off. I'm going to put it on my jeans and get some of the fuzz from my jeans on it so it won't be quite so sticky. All right, and then stick that down there just to hold it in place. All right, let's run that through. 2 B plates, sandwiching it. Just run that in. And bring that out. It's exciting. It's cool to use my own dies since I use everybody else's all the time. It's kind of neat to have my own. We have more coming, by the way. Everybody's asking. We actually are working on our second order now. Let me peel this off from the front really carefully. There we go. Got it off without tearing. Okay, so there's our thankful word. Look how cute that is. Okay, let me bring... I really don't know even how I'm going to lay this card out. I kind of have an idea, but I'm not 100% sure. So let's bring this over here. And I was kind of thinking, I don't know, do I want to do it this way or do I want to do it this way? Bring it on the side because I have plenty of image there to use. So I can use thankful like this. I think I want to use a pattern paper underneath. Let's go back to that little 6x6 pad and see what we can find. And... let's see what looks good with thankful. And this is just kind of how I do it. I just kind of lay it down and flip through the pages. And that's too busy. That's cute. That plaid is really cute with it, but I'm afraid it's too much the same. See, it's cute though. I may go with that. We'll see. That's a little busy. I keep skipping pages. This is cute, isn't it? I like the burlap with it. Oh, that's kind of cute. Okay, I'm going to keep that one as an option and keep flipping. This one's cute too. This one can lean kind of spring though, and I want it to be super, super fall. It's a fall leaf, but it doesn't do exactly what I want. Oh, look at this one though. This is cute. Let's see how this looks together. Kind of over it like that. I don't know. I still like the other one better. Let's keep looking. That's cute. That plaid. Oh, look at this one. I've used this one for another project already. That's okay. I don't know. I still think I like the other one better. All right, so let's go back to this one. I just think it really pulls that kind of leaf. These colors pull each other out so well. So I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to cut a strip off about like we did for stamping. So I'm just going to cut a strip about like this. There we go. Move that out of the way. Now, I know I need this to be the size of my card, but I may even want to kind of mat it. So let me cut this down. And my card's going to be 5.5 long. So I think I'm going to cut this. I don't know. I think I want it to be the whole length of the card. So I'm going to cut this at 5.5. And then as far as the height, I'm just going to straighten this crooked cut I did. And whatever I get, I get. I'm just going to go with that. It looks like it's going to be right at 2 inches. I'm going to sink my blade, slice up and slice down so I can get a nice even cut. So we'll use that piece. And I think it's going to go down here like so. And then I want the word thankful. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. I want the word thankful there. But I want to do the other sentiments too before I get too crazy and stick this down. I think I want the second, I'm going to use 2 words on that stamp set, which I've already misplaced on my desk. So we'll go to my working set. So I want to, I can't use that one because it's not on there. Hold on. Let me find my real set. Where'd I put it? See? One take. Here it is. Hit it from myself. Okay. So I want to use I am up in this area. And then I want to use for you down here. So I think I'm going to do a strip that'll go underneath here that I can stamp on. Maybe an entire piece that runs down. I have not done that before. All right. Let's find a color for that one. Wasn't there a yellow? Did we skip the yellow? I think that, no. Oh, that's the one we used. Okay. So that's too much of a burlap color. We've been using that one a lot. I can look at another pack too. That orange might be pretty. That green, I don't know. I really want kind of a yellow, I think. And I don't think there's one in here. So I may look to another paper stack really quick. It's funny, I've got some Post-it notes up here, and that's kind of the color I want because I'm looking at it. I'm like, that's a pretty color. Okay, let me look at another paper pack right here close to us. And pull this over here. Well, let's just see in this big guy what we've got. There we go. Kind of a mustard yellow. That's what I'm looking for. Let's pull that one out. And I'm going to drop things here. I'm going to need to measure this little guy. He's 1/4 of an inch. So if I do a 3/8 inch strip, I'm perfect. So I'm going to cut 3/8 of an inch off of the bottom of this. What do you think? Is that the right color? I don't know now that I look at it. Maybe I want to pull that blue right there. Okay, let's go back to the paper for a second. I'm not sure now that I look at it together, especially on camera. I'm not sure I love it. So let me see if I can find another color in this big old paper stack. Those are metallics. I don't want to use that. Let's get another stack. Oh, here's some blues. Let's see if I can find that color. I think it's this. Oh, yes, look at that. Okay, that may not look great on camera because it looks really bright on my camera screen, but it is not that bright in person. That looks pretty to me. I think I'm going with it. I may not like it in the long run, but I think I'm going with it for now. All right, so I'm going to trim off a 3/8 inch strip. So 3/8, and we'll see how long I want it to be. So actually, I'm going to do it to this side. I find it easier to cut over here, these smaller pieces. So that's an 8. There's 3/8 right there. Okay, cut a strip of that. And let's see how that's going to look. So I want this to kind of run. Well, if I can pick it up. Oh, it's the two-sided. It's the duo paper. I kept thinking, why is that darker on one side? So let's see. I want this to kind of run down here and say, for you. And I want this to pop up. That's kind of how I'm wanting it to look. All right. Do I want something else? Maybe. All right, let's do this. I want this to live like this. So I need to know where to do that little stamping of the I am. So I'm going to hold that in place right there. I'm going to take my pencil. I'm going to make a mark where I can stamp between. I can stamp between here and above here and between here. So I just want to know that's where I am has to go, right in there. And I can erase that in a second. So let's pull that out and get out the I am stamp out of here. And get that little guy out. Get me a little block. I'll tell you this, if you're going to do this kind of crafting, you need to make sure your desk is completely clean and everything's at your hand so you can reach it super easy. But mine is all over the place. Okay, let's go back to that same acorn ink. Let's ink up I am. I just put my finger right in it. First thing, look, right in it. I do it every time. Okay. Ink that up. Let's put this guy right here. It is a little different because I'm not getting over the top, so I can't get over there to see what I'm doing. That's not bad. Not bad. Okay. So then, close that before I get it on me. This will go right here. Just like that. So I am thankful. And then we'll do for you down here. All right, let's erase. I'm going to use my mono sand eraser. I'm going to tell you, I have discovered, I got a little pencil mark there too, that the mono sand eraser works so good for removing pencil mark. It literally gets rid of it 100%. So even though it works on ink and all those other things we might get on here, it's perfect when you use pencil to kind of keep yourself in line. It just erases it perfectly. All right, I think I'm going to glue this down real quick. So because I know that's where that's going to go. So I'm going to go in and glue that down. And what have I done with my glue? Did I take it out? I may have to go. Hold on a second. Okay, back to glue. Got it. There we go. And glue this guy down. Right on this side of the score line, because I know that's where it needs to live. Put that there. All right, just so I can keep up with where this goes, I'm going to go ahead and pop this up on some foam so I can kind of lay it in place and see what I'm working with. So I'm going to use some Scotty. I really wouldn't use Scotty here, except I have not moved my foam dots into this room yet. Isn't that crazy? I've just had Scotty and been using it like crazy. So I really need to get some foam squares. I would normally use my foam squares for this, but here I'm just going to make some. Okay, that one. These one. I thought about it yesterday. I was doing something and I'm like, I never brought my foam squares in here. So I've been cutting this one up. And I usually don't use this for small pieces like I'm doing right now because I don't like to cut and have these pieces. But what I do with these is I just place them right back on the side of my tape and I can come back and use that again. I don't waste them. They just live right there until I need them. All right, now what I can do is I can sit this guy. Oh, I like how that looks popped up. That looks really good on there. It really pops too. Haha, really pops. Ha ha, Maymay. Okay, let's put it like this. I like that. And I want to have the For You in this area, I think. I tell you what, I'm going to stamp For You on here and then move it around and see where I really do want it to land. So let me get that off of here. I'm going to use another stamp block just so I don't have to clean that one right now. Do you guys do the same thing? Everybody says I have a million, and I do. I have a lot of stamp blocks, but this way I can clean all at one time and not in between every time. I'm going to use the acorn again. I'm going back to the brown. So I think I'm just going to stamp it and then give myself a little room here so I can trim it once I get it to it. And also, if you're not confident in your stamping and you need to use like a stamp position or something, you can. But if you cut yourself a strip like this, if you make a mistake, you still have plenty of room. You know, you won't have to go back and cut another piece. All right, let's put this guy here. I like it. Let's see how this looks here. Oh, I really like it just like that. And I think I want to do like a little ribbon tail. Do I want to leave that much of the blue? I think I do. I think I do. I also want to add some other things. Maybe some stickers from that sticker pack. Let me make a mark where I want to trim this so I'll know. So there's a line for that. Now you might think this is crazy, but I like to do these trims in my trimmer because I know I'll get it straight that way. If I use my scissors, I might not get it perfectly straight. And I don't stress about it too much because I can always trim it on the side of the card. But this helps me get it really straight on that one end. And now, again, I need to erase that pencil mark because it's very obvious. If it wasn't obvious, I wouldn't worry about it, but you could really see it. All right, let's do a little point cut here. Do a little ribbon cut. Or I could do an angled cut. I've been thinking about just doing angles lately. Let's see what an angle looks like. Just want to try to do something different. You know, we do that ribbon cut all the time. So let's see how that looks with an angle. I actually kind of like it with just the angle. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. Okay, let's see if there's some stickers we can add. I really don't know. I haven't studied, but you know how much I love to use stickers and I love to let the paper do the work. So let's look at this guy. I may have used a lot of them off of here because I have been, I've used this guy like crazy. I wonder if I can add this little piece. I like that these stickers have the white edge around them so they really pop. Wonder how this would look kind of coming out from behind the thankful back here. It's kind of cute. I'm going to leave that one there for a second. But I could use this one that's got kind of that craft color. Oh, or this one. Let's see what they look like, the craft versus the white. Peel that off. Come on, come on. Okay. I don't know. I think I don't know. I like them both. Let's look. I think this one takes it in a different direction. I think this one stays in the color scheme we're doing because of the craft that's behind it. I think I'm going to use that one, and I'm going to put it right here and let that live behind it and just stick it straight down and come back with this one. See, I like that. It looks like it's coming out of what we've put underneath. Let's put this guy back down. And I have another idea too, but we'll get to that in a second. Let's see what else I might want to put down. Let us see. Is there anything else got that same? This little piece right here has that same burlappy look to it. See if I can use it without it being too much. Do I need it back here? I don't think so. I think it would just be overkill because it won't really show down here. And I think it's just too much for up there. So I'm going to put it back. I don't think I need it right now. We'll save it for another time. Did you just panic and think I was going to sit that on that? Because I did. Just as I brought this over, I went, oh, don't go that far. You'll sit it on there. Let's put this guy back because we can use him another time. That's another thing I love about these stickers is they're chipboard, not chipboard, they're thick cardstock stickers. So they fit back in there super easy. Maybe this little hedgehog. No, wrong direction. We're not going there. We're not going there. Okay. Let's look for something else. Now this little thing of leaves might be cute down here. I might like that. Hold on a second. So if I did this and I did this, what if I put those underneath the For You? Nope. I don't like the white on it. Just me. Probably not just me. Some of you probably don't have a problem with it. That's just the way your eye is, but it just doesn't work for my eye. Okay. I'm going to try my other idea. My other idea was to cut another piece of this in that yellow that I didn't use, or maybe in this yellow. Yeah, let me get the scrap piece of that. Where did I put it? Here it is. Let me see if I can squeeze out another 1/3 of a, I don't know if I can, a 3/4. Say it right, Maymay. A 3/8 of an inch piece. See? Okay, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. A 3/8 of an. Let's just see what I can get out of this. Let's don't stress if it's not perfect. Okay. And how long is this guy? I'll show you what I'm trying to do. I want this to be a little bit longer than this one. And I'm going to tuck it behind it with that same angle and let that kind of give some more interest to the card. All right, I'll lay it out and show you what I mean. Let me trim an angle at the end of it. Oh, maybe the same. This is probably being overkill, but I'm going to make sure it's kind of the same angle so because they're going to be right up on each other. So do it like that. Match up that angle. There we go. And see how I've got them offset like that? That's what I'm thinking. Kind of offset it and bring this back over it. Something like that. I kind of like that. That's pretty simple and easy, right? I think that's going to work. So this. Oh, that goes like that. Oh, I like that. I like that a pretty good bit. What's it missing? It's missing something. What is it? I probably should have, I don't know, maybe it needs some, no, I was thinking baker's twine, but I don't think so. Oh, let me find the little ephemera pack that goes with this and see if that will help. Let me dig under here because I know it's here. This is a question of where is it? You probably can't hear me good because I'm away from the microphone. Let's see, I got chipboard pieces. There's a little chipboard leaf, that's cute. That's not what I was looking for. I wanted the ones that had the little brads on it. And I know you're still close because I don't put this stuff away too fast. Anybody else like that? You just leave stuff in your craft room because I do. Let's see. Well, have I lost it? There's always a possibility that I have lost it. Okay, so is that a sign we don't want to use it? No, it's a sign I need to clean my craft room. Okay, we're not going to use it. We're going to skip it. So we're going to go back to here. Let me see what this little leaf looks like. Let's see if I can use it somewhere. Okay. Yes, I can. I'm going to use it coming out from here. All right, let's glue all this down. So I'm going to start with that little guy with this little mustardy colored piece. I didn't put my pen back in my glue. I'm notorious for that. It's going to work. It did. Yay. Okay. I'm going to put this down about halfway down, something like that. That may be too high. Kind of get it straight. Let me look in the camera and see if it's kind of straight. And then this one. I'm going to overlap it a little bit. Not too much. I want both of the pieces to show pretty good because I like the color contrast. And I'm pretty sure since I've laid this out so many times that my thankful is going to fit in here just fine. Yes, I'm thankful for you. I love it. All right, let's peel this off. Get all of these guys out of here. Now, if I were making this for someone in particular, I would go ahead and do the inside, personal for someone. But since I don't really know who I'm going to send this to, I can do one of two things. I can leave it blank on the inside and fix it whenever it's time to send it. Oh, I really like how this makes that pop. I can fix it whenever it's time to send it to whoever I'm sending it to, or I can leave it blank. You know what? I want to round these corners. I would want to. Oh, is this my corner rounder? Nope, that's my angle. Let me get my corner rounder. It's a little across the room. There we go. Okay. I want to round these two corners on the end. I think that'll be pretty too. So down here and here. Then I'm going to look and see if I need to do the other ones. No, I like these sides, but I didn't get that one good, so let me do that one again. Sometimes I do this too fast and I miss it and don't get a very good corner round. There we go. That looks good. And I think I'm tempted to color in these, guys. I'm tempted to add, I don't know. I'm going to put some white dots on this piece up here. It's a little flat, so I'm just using my Uniball white pen, and I'm just adding a little bit of white up here. That guy got a little too in the background, and I think this will help to bring it forward. Doing some little dots. It's probably hard for you guys to see. Let me see if I can get it where you can see it. Yeah, see the little dots? They're much brighter. Maybe in pictures it'll show better, like in the thumbnail. But I'm just putting little dots in all these little spots of color. These pots of color. Like so. And I think I'm going to do some on the leaves as well. This is writing really well on the stickers. I was afraid it wouldn't because it being that slick paper. But it's really doing well. And then a little down here. Okay, so that made that pop a little bit. I want to do something there. I don't know what. I kind of want to color it. But that's where everything could go south. Hold on, let me get a marker. Well, hold on, because it's a one take. Let's see. Okay, so this could mess your card up. Just know that. I'm going to use this VersaFine, and I'm going to color it with this alcohol marker. And sometimes that can mess things up. But if you're super, super careful, and you don't spend too much time rubbing over it, sometimes it's fine. And if you kind of let the ink run to the edges, I want to color the middles of the letters. Just for a change of color. And if I'm real careful and don't spend too much time and don't saturate the page too much, it typically won't smear that ink. See, this is how I do things for real. This is a one take, y'all. This is what I would do. No one's going to know I didn't use the perfect ink for the perfect thing as long as it doesn't smear. If it smears, they're all going to know. But I think it's going to be fine. I'm sure you guys do this. Like, you know, we know what we're supposed to use with what, but when that really matters the most is when you're like coloring and blending and shading. You need to be real careful with your inks because you don't want to kind of have your inks bleeding into. But actually, if this brown bled into this a little bit, it would be pretty. It doesn't seem to be. But again, I would not use this ink for my alcohol marker coloring. I would actually use either my Memento, or we actually have a new product that I hope to do a demo over on our Product Parade channel this afternoon for you guys so you can see it. It's from Spectrum Noir, and it's made for alcohol marker coloring, and I'm going to put it to the test. I want to see how it does. Look how much better that looks. That was, oh, I forgot my leaf. There we go. Forgot to put my leaf, and I forgot to put my pen. Oh my goodness. Okay. Put a little glue on here. Put the pen in. Let me get my pen right now, which is right here. I love these stopper toppers. I do not lose it anymore. I used to lose it all the time. At least now I can find it when I need it. Pen in. And I'm going to put this leaf down here like it's coming out of the Thankful. Probably should have skipped the leaf, but it's there. Maybe I'll color. Okay, let's go back to the markers. So here's a brown marker. It's a hay bale. I'm going to color that white area with it and knock that white back a little bit. See, I just keep going. If I keep going, it'll eventually end up like I like it. Hear that squeaking on that? I could have inked it before I put it down, but I wasn't thinking, oh, that looks much better because I'm looking at the camera and now it's not so white sticking out. But now that I've covered up the white, I'm going to add a little bit of the same white I put up there. Put 3 little dots. I bragged about it and now it's not writing on there. There it goes. Just to bring a little white down there too. Am I done? Do you guys do this? Do you go, am I done? Am I done? I think I'm done. I think I'm done with the front of the card. So there it goes. That's the one take. I think it went okay. It's not bad considering the only thing I really knew was that I wanted to use that stamp and that die, but I kind of like how it turned out, and using paper and stickers. Y'all know I do that anyway. And then I can save this for when it's time to send it to somebody. And what I would do here is I would cut a piece to fit inside of here. And I can always corner round it to match also. And then I would decorate that piece outside of the card, okay? So when it's time to give it someone, I would decorate it to say what I want it to say in whatever way. And then I would glue it in here and sign it, and that's how I do it. But this is now a stash card. I can put this in my stash, and I've had fun making a card that I did not pre-design, you know. I had fun trying it out and seeing how it went, and now I will have it ready for when I need one. So there you go. One take card making. Let's see, how long did this take? 30 minutes. That's not bad. I've been recording 30 minutes and 35 seconds. That is not bad at all. So I hope you enjoyed that little one take. I wanted to try it and see how it goes. I think it went really well. They don't always go this well. If you like the one take idea, maybe I can do it again sometime. And maybe you guys could challenge me. Maybe suggest a card. Well, not now. Don't send them now. But maybe you could suggest a card to me when it's time. And that's what I have to do, is make that card as a one take. Who knows? We'll see how that goes. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye.